bracket button, and there you go.
So, welcome to another game here on Metalopolis between Codec and Stationary. A Protoss versus Protoss game is a PvP, and this is a clan match between the two clans. What's it called again? It's called HDbrodd, and we have another. What's the clan again? The name?
It's the Brute War Gamers, and hello
Brodd.
everybody.
Hello, hello, hello. So we have a co-caster here, and his name is Badam.
Specialendrey, that's my name.
And my name is HDbrodd. So we're going to see here on Metalopolis PvP, and we're going to see here. You can introduce the guys, and if you know the persons, if you know the stationary and the codec or something like that.
I have absolutely no idea who they are. I've just been told that Stationary is playing for the Brute War Gamers, who is spawning at the top 12 o'clock position as a red Protoss, and he's up against Coheed from the Maximum Brute clan. So HDbrodd is casting a game from the Brute War Gamers against the Maximus Brute. Is this a coincidence or what?
I don't know, man. Hopefully we're going to see this going to be a really good clan match, and it's a PvP, so it's going to be really. I have seen many PvP here that has been between otherwise Immortals against Colossus and Colossus versus Immortals, or Colossus versus Colossus. If we're going for 4 gates.
I don't know if you watched the MAG. I watched the games yesterday and the day before that, and all the PvPs there, I thought it would be like in the GSL Season 1, where everybody's going one base Colossus, and the one guy who's not going for one base Colossus gets crushed immediately, beside from this one cannon rush. And unfortunately we don't see a cannon rush right now, and looks like Coheed is taking his time with the Forge. But like I said, in the MAG, a lot of players went for Dark Templar Rush, went for Blink Stalker Micro, went for Mars Gateway plus Mars Immortals. So didn't saw a Colossus at all lately in PvP. Maybe this kind of changed.
Yeah, maybe we're going to see. Maybe if it's not going up for a Colossus here, also maybe we're going for, like you said, fast take up to Dark Templars, because that is really hard if you don't spot it immediately.
Absolutely, but I think personally, when I play Protoss, not having an observer out is hurting my soul, because I don't know 100% what my enemy is doing, and if there's a possibility of my enemy going Dark Templar, and I know I have absolutely no observer, no way to detect them, it just, I can't bear the pain, so I nearly always go for robotics facility in my build. Must not even be a gateway cybercore robotics facility, but also a 3-gate robo would be just fine, and you will have the observer out in time anyway, and be also able to do some real pressure on your enemy without going for robotics bay playing on one base. Robotics bay, yes, for Colossus.
Yeah, that's true, man. And stationary going for this really nice wall in on these 2 pylons, because if you don't wall in your pylons, it's really easy to just take them out with some silos, and it's going to hurt the gateway and the cybernetic core for this stationary. And we can see that he's going for 3 gate, and maybe 4 gate we're going to see or not. But I personally think he's going for 3 gateway and no, a 4th gateway, I mean, because we can't see just one assimilator out.
What's very most likely will happen, that Stationary will go for the Korean style 4-gate push. This means absolutely. Take a look at the cybernetics core. He's only saved up his energy to chrono boost the warp gate technologies. Will have 4 gates up very, very soon. He still has an probe here in the base of Coheed, and he will most likely put 2 or 3 pylons down as soon as possible, and then warp in some zealots, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. The first pylon is already warped in, then we will warp in a second pylon, and most likely a third pylon, and Coheed didn't manage to get out the Stalker in time to prevent that probe from doing that, so Stationary going for a massive attack very soon.
Yeah, it's we have warp gate technology up and running now, so it's going to morph in all these gateways into more to warp gates, and just going to push out with some silos here. We can see here, and but we can see that Kodak is known sees this also, but he has the Stalker out, so he can dance around against with Zealots and just do some additional damage. But you can see that he's just taking the damage at the moment with the Stalker. I don't know why.
The big thing you need to do when you execute this 4-gate style, you need to take down key buildings, like he's actually now attacking this pylon here in the south of Coheed base, and you need to hunt those stalkers at the same time, or maybe sending in a probe to the zealot to the probe line. So he managed to take on this pylon, so we have only currently 1 gate up and running for stationary, and he's not in the Coheed. And he's not in the position to warp in any more units right now. So very good attack here by stationary, and there we see already the GG. Very well executed Korean 4-gate here by stationary, and Coheed did the big mistake in the beginning of the game that he didn't put up a stalker as soon as possible to deny that probe from dancing around in the base.
Exactly, because if you get these pylons down, it's going to be really hard to defend this against Korean forces.